Hey folks, it's John the Psychic here, and I'm kind of changing pages today because one of the things is that I love my Jeep JL, but the problem is that everything falls between these seats and accumulates underneath this carpet. You see here, what I'm going to show you in here, it all accumulates to the point where today I'm at 4 years of ownership, and it literally took handfuls of everything, and it just accumulated. I was kind of surprised how much it took. So I'm going to make this really, really simple and short and sweet. Do not take apart this center console. I recommend that. I started looking at it, and what a good suggestion of one of our good friends there on YouTube. I was looking for a way to get under here and get the nonsense out of here that accumulated over time. But it was just absolutely, I said to myself, I've been a boat guy, I've been a car guy my entire life, and the last thing I want to do is pull this center console apart and break clips, and what if the AC vents in the back don't go back together, right? I mean, there's just all kinds of things. Listen, if you can do it, praise you, you're good for it. I found an much easier way, and I just couldn't believe it. And I'm just saying to myself, for a moment, let me say this. Thankfully, I had this tool, which came with the Jeep kit, the little top removing kit. So you got the socket that comes with Jeep. Jeep provides that, okay? And then you've also got a T, which belongs to the actual, the top and so forth. So the T matches the seat anchors in the front and back. Now, one word of caution here. Be very, very careful when you're lifting your seat and pulling it back. There is an airbag harness under there attached to the seat. So do not stress any of the wiring under here. You all know Jeep and Chrysler are extremely hard to get things back together. There's also a harness that seeps up in here. There's also a harness underneath here. I don't recommend taking any of those out. In my next little clip here, I'm going to show you a couple things on how to get to areas back inside that under console area, but it's just absolutely just so frustrating, and even just doing it this way is still kind of tedious. So get your socket out of your Jeep kit, get yourself something to reach under there gently, and get yourself a piece of PVC pipe. You're going to want a piece of PVC pipe because when you remove the seat, you're not going to be able to turn that handle. It's factory set. These bolts are factory set down inside there. If you're a saltwater guy, you've been in the water, there's probably maybe a little rust in there, but use the PVC. Oh, and one more thing really quick. Gently work the socket with the seat anchors when you remove the seat, because what will happen is you're going to either stretch the and ruin the head of the bolt between this and that, because it's not really great. It's kind of like pot metal they used. And also, I'm going to also show you in a moment how to use a vacuum to get under here and just make your life so much easier. These little pockets underneath these carpet areas, it's just they grab everything. Like I took out, I'd say probably 2 handfuls of just accumulation from underneath here. So little favor for you today, take the easy way. Be very careful when you're using the socket, taking the anchors out, because there's a bunch of little sharp metal corners in here, and if you're putting too much torque and you slip, you're going to cut your fingers, you're going to cut your knuckles open, and then you're going to say, why did John do that to me? Well, I didn't mean to really do it to you. So let me back up here, but we're going to kind of do it in reverse for a second. So there's the other front anchor for the seat, okay? Now, if many of you remember before, older cars, the carpet was anchored along with the seat. Don't have that problem here, thankfully. They molded it around. It's one thing they did actually correct. So take a piece of long, I recommend high quality Velcro, snap it together, okay? And when you put your seats back together, use this as a grabber between your seats. In other words, I've tried seat pockets, I've tried everything, but I found this was the best way to, when I fold this and put it between the seat and the console, to keep it from things from falling down. You kind of leave it kind of loosey a little bit, and it tends to grab things. But regardless of that, over 4 years, I'll show you in a second how much came out from under here. It's just remarkable. All right, and my last part of my suggestion of doing this clean out is I've got my vacuum here, my stand-up vacuum with my extension hose, and on the tip of the extension, I have put a um, paper towel through here. And what that does is you can easily vacuum the wrong things up. Like I said, if there's a piece of jewelry or something under there or something you're trying to catch, do yourself a really, really inexpensive favor here. Just go ahead and just put a piece of paper towel in the extension, the opening of the extension, and then put your nozzle or your extension piece over it. And what that does is that'll catch anything that accumulates that you want to keep. And then you can just pull the paper towel out when you're done, and everything that you'll want to catch will be in here. And then you can just sort through it instead of it going back to the vacuum bag. And now you've got another issue. You got to take it apart. It's all dusty, and who knows what else is in there. So um, I'll probably see if anybody has any questions. Please feel free to ask, but do yourself a favor. Take off that front seat, gently pull it back. Beware of the airbag harness under the seat. It's this is another tale of a Jeep JL fix. So good luck. I'm here. Thank you.